Number one stock to watch for next week, the one that I am most bullish on, and I'm willing to put my reputation on saying this stock will most likely see a big week next week. I think 5 to 20% is certainly reasonable. Obviously, the stock's had an unjustified sell-off, but there's one reason that I want to go over with you today. This is not a full in-depth analysis video on these. I just want to tell you 3 stocks that I'm watching and I'm expecting the biggest move from, or at least making at least the most interesting move for potential trades. I like this stock for a lot of reasons, but as I said, we're only going to go over the number one reason because this is just a quick top 3 stocks for the next week video. So this is why the super trend indicator, we did get that bullish flip on the 23rd, Friday. We got that green flip. And what does the super trend actually mean if you don't know it? Well, let me just say this. I'm not going to explain what it means, but basically when it's green, it's good. When it's red, it's bad, right? Green means go up. Okay, it correlates exactly, right? But basically what you need to understand is that this indicator very rarely is wrong. Okay, when we got this indicator, it wasn't necessarily like, okay, it was green now, buy now, then we're going to the promised land. No, but it was even. Okay, so that's not a false signal. The only false signal that you really have here is this one right here. And even if you bought here, you still could have sold for a profit, right? If we look in the past here, okay, there's your bullish flip. Buy there. Okay, ride it to 52, right? Or time before that, okay, there it is. Perfect buy signal there. Perfect buy signal there. Okay, and then at the very start of the run up, obviously, you know, it buy at $12, sell when it flips all the way at $25. Okay, so this, you guys know I love the super trend indicator. We just got that bullish flip, and the amount of times this thing is wrong is below 25% of the time, I would say. Number 2 is Mara and Bitcoin together. I want these guys to dip a little more, and these are not stocks that I necessarily think are going to have the highest upside next week. They can be that, but they are also just stocks that I am looking out for as far as potential auspicious trades. If Bitcoin and Mara drop to 43 or 43 or 44K, 42.5K at the lowest, that is my range where I am selling a lot of other stocks in my portfolio to go all in on this bad boy. Now it depends for Bitcoin. Am I going to go direct in Mara or actual Bitcoin? Am I actually buying Bitcoin? It depends on the proportion to Mara dipping with Bitcoin. Typically, Mara is 2 to 3x the volatility of Bitcoin. If Mara gets absolutely hammered more to that or 3x flat, I will be probably going just all in on Mara. If not, I may get my first direct ownership in fractional Bitcoin shares. Now, as for the number one reason why I am so bullish, once we hit 44, 43, 42.5K lowest. So looking at the weekly chart here for Bitcoin, it's a little bit of a cluster chart. Now, if we look at the daily, you can get an actual sense of what's going on, especially the 4-hourly. Short term, it is bearish. Now, the technicals point that this thing can go all the way down. The technicals, there are no signs of reversal whatsoever unless we get a breakout above this descending level of resistance in the symmetrical triangle. The price target would be, 53K. All right, yeah, that would be a nice start. That would be a higher low, but it would not be enough to signal a reversal whatsoever. It would be the start of one. But as for the number one reason why I don't think we're breaking 43, 44K, as you can see I have my 44 to 42.7 roughly K purple support here. The number one reason is actually not because of the moving averages. This is because the weekly middle Bollinger Band. You guys know I love my middle weekly Bollinger Band. It is one of the best indicators. If we just look in the past, it acts as a significant level of support, right? Okay, just taking a random example right here, okay? You have a confirmed breakout, okay? You head back to it, you push up. You have a push here, you come back to it, and then right after that, after you got that bounce off the middle weekly Bollinger Band, that is when the crazy uptrend started. Now, of course, I'm not attributing that just to solely the middle weekly Bollinger Band, but that is evidence to say why it is such a strong level and why I believe in it so much. Now, enough about the Bollinger Bands. You guys know I'm gay for the Bollinger Band, essentially gay. I'm just messing around. Nothing wrong with being gay, by the way. But also looking at the moving averages, okay? The 21-day moving average on the weekly, we are on the weekly chart here, it is perfectly at 44K. And obviously, if you didn't realize it, I didn't even say this, okay, the middle weekly Bollinger Band is exactly in that support level. Right now, it's at 44,254.64 cents. So it is, they're both exactly there. And we did see a bit of support coming in here before. And obviously, we do have a little bit of a touch point here at around 41K. So I guess 41K would be roughly the last resort. Actually, for me, even if we break 43K, 42K, that's the okay. Every alarm bell is rung. I'm still buying the dip because fundamentally I believe in Bitcoin too much to let that good of an opportunity slide. But But this is that is the number one reason why I'm looking. And to in conclusion here, what am I actually doing with Bitcoin stock and more not stock, but Bitcoin and more? Am I loading? What's my buy zone? Right, you pretty much know my buy zone at this point. Okay, if we hit 43K, 45K, 44K, I am loading on Mara. I am selling several of my other stocks, or at least a lot of my position in my other stocks, and I will be loading, anticipating this may be the start of a bear market. In the past, yes, bear markets typically, after you have a crazy run, it's a bear market for a little while. I don't think that's going to happen again. I don't think that will ever happen again, not as long as the interest and the hype in Bitcoin is so high and the volume is so high. I don't see that ever happening again, but we will see. All in all, I am looking for Mara to dip, Mara and Bitcoin, mainly Bitcoin, to drop to 43, 44K. If we don't, the longer we stay where we are right now, the higher the chances of a rebound all the way up to all-time highs and higher. Let me just give you this one statistic Kathy Wood said real quick before we go on to BNGO. If every institution in the world allocated 1% to their portfolio of Bitcoin, right? If 1% of their portfolio was Bitcoin, the price would shoot up by around $400,000 to $500,000. And for me, I've done the digging. If you don't believe any of what I'm saying as far as Bitcoin, if you're skeptical, just do the research on on how ledgers work and how there is no chance of hacking Bitcoin, which is one of the big concerns here. Now, as far as mining fraud, are they getting it from not fraud, but clean sustainability, clean energy? Okay, that's another concern that we're not talking about. I don't think it's a huge concern, honestly. But as far as actual fake mining, there's no realistic chance you can mine fake Bitcoins, in my opinion. But of course, there are Bitcoin wizards that know a lot about Bitcoin, know a lot more than me. So take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. In conclusion, I don't think it's necessarily more likely that we hit 44K before we see all-time highs again. Given that we've been holding, we've been bleeding the last couple of weeks, last 3 weeks, and we are still holding. We have not seen a free fall yet. It's we 64K down to 50K. That's quite a drop, but it's really nothing compared to Bitcoin. This descending triangle, that was more scary than what we're seeing now, at least personally for me, certainly, because as long as we hold above this moving average here, the 21-day moving average and the middle weekly Bollinger Band, there's nothing to be worried about. We're still totally in bullish territory long term. So long story short, I am going to be progressively adding to Mara and Bitcoin or back Bitcoin over time, and especially if we drop all the way down to 43K, I will be adding and loading the boat if we hit 43K. For BNGO stock, I am very bullish. We had that crazy article from Investor Place. They're finally on board. I did the BNGO video today. You can check it out. I'll put a card on the top right now for that, and I'll link it in the description of the comments and everything. I'm very bullish. In short, I will sum it up here. I will try to at least. There's an article that is extremely bullish. There is an insider that just had more call options picked up. We are breaking a downtrend right now, several reversal signs, and on the horizon there are a ton of reversal signs. If we can just push a little higher, like 10% more, and we are in firm reversal territory. Of course, we need daily and weekly closes above that for more validations and confirmation. But all in all, it's looking very good for Bionano short term. Please ignore the myriad of indicators and trend lines I have here. This is a very complex chart. This is the chart that brought this channel to some very small amount of relevancy, right? So I do like to sweat my hardest and give as many indicators and as much unique, interesting insight that I can. That's why I have so many indicators. But guys, we have a potential cup and handle here. We could be breaking out, and once we break above this descending level of resistance, this red resistance level right here, the price target is all the way up here for this cup and handle. And I would say this is basically enough consolidation to call this a pretty picture perfect, pretty clean cup and handle. If we look at the 2-hourly chart here, it's very clean. Okay, look at this. This is a very legitimate cup and handle, right? It starts out right here. Here's your cup. It's basically perfect. The only critique you can really make with this is the handle is not perfect, but it's pretty nice. And the start of it is not, the left side of it is much more wide than the right of it. Obviously, you would like it to be even like a real cup, but it's stocks. It's not perfect. This is not the training ground. This is actual technical analysis right on real stocks. And I am looking to play the breakout once we break out of this descending level and get a daily close above it, right? Not just a breakout, not just a quick wick up for a test and get rejected perfectly off this ascending level. That's, for example, why I have so many indicators, right? People ask me, why do I have these levels? That is why, my friend. That is why. So I can explain what's going on and some potential levels to watch in the future. Very important levels. All of these levels are, okay? Now these ones, I don't think we're going to be seeing, I don't think we're going to be seeing $5 again anytime soon, or at least, all the way down here, $4, right? Anytime soon. So that one I can delete. Some of these I can delete. But anyways, this is a bullish one. I will be playing the breakout if we do start confirming it, slowly adding shares as we kind of have more time above this descending level of resistance and above that $7 range. Also, if we break $7, that is another crucial level to watch. We need to break $7 and we need to break this descending level of resistance for a confirmed reversal, in my view. Current positions and price targets for Mara. Likely case end of year is $80. End of year bull case 100 to 300. I set this price target when we were trading at a mere $22 a share. We have now more than 3x. Right now, the price is only $30, but obviously we've seen nearly 6. MP's end of year is likely case $60. Bull case $80 to $100. We've already almost hit $60. And I've got a great question in the comments on one video. What is my accuracy as far as price targets, right? Well, I've done this twice before. I have all the history here on the spreadsheet. You can take my word for it, or you can watch all of my videos and unintentionally pump the channel looking for my fact check me, which I implore you to go do. This is the accuracy for my first 2 month out price targets. This is a little misleading because it's like, wait, month out, but then it says 2. So my first 2 charts here, spreadsheets, little thingies that we have, and you can go fact check me. All the proof is on the channel. They're all there, man. And this is so 65% is my accuracy on my March 4th and April 7th month out price targets. So we will see. Anyways, relevant information in regards to the title is finished now. Feel free to click off. If you have more important things to do, what to do after this. If you didn't understand the technical analysis indicators here, go watch the Auspicious technical analysis playlist. I'll have cards coming in. I'll have links in the description and the pinned comment. Check the description and the pinned comment. There will be very useful information for you, free investing resources, and a couple that cost a little money. Not most of them do not cost anything. Most of them are free to you, my friends. Do this stuff if you want. Set reminders for the 2 live streams that we have. Also, the Sunday live stream is only for members only. Now, what does that actually mean? If you go over to my channel here, you hit join. This is how you can become a member, and then you get it's $3 a month. You get loyalty badges next to your name. They change depending on how long you have been. It's like a seniority sort of freshman to senior sort of thing, and you get cooler badges the longer the time goes on. Anyways, custom emojis as well, and the important thing, access to members only live chat. And why is this actually important? Who cares? You're able to chat when other people can't. Who cares? Because I'm going to be taking requests from that live chat from members only on every week. Typically, I might miss 1 week as a vacation or I'm sick or something crazy like that, right? But every Sunday, every week, essentially, I'm going to be taking requests from all of the live chat members for as best as I can handle. Once we start getting hundreds and thousands of members, it's going to be harder. But for now, basically, there's probably only going to be probably less than 10, maybe 20 members of this, right? Because I have such a small following right now. Request pretty much anything you want, because I'm going to be taking live chats from y'all, and the normal people, non-members cannot chat. Only the members can. Anyways, join. Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, I've already demonstrated. Just hit join on the channel. There you go. Okay, it's from YouTube itself. It's literally the most legit source you can get. There you go, my friends. This is not financial advice. Thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all in the next one.